Hello humans, I'm the Alien Doctor and welcome back to another video. This is episode 10 of my Minecraft Bedrock Edition survival series, yay. But we're not actually in my survival world, obviously, we're in my creative testing world, or actually my new creative testing world, because my original one broke because I tried to set up a version switcher. Basically lost all of my worlds, so yeah, I'm starting with the new testing world. Luckily I make backups of the actual survival world, so yeah, that's why I've still got that. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to show you the villager trading hall that I have kind of designed, because I set up, I said last episode that I was going to try and design a villager trading hall, sort of, and I did, basically. So this is the villager trading hall, or this is like one individual pod. And so as you can see, when a villager is in here, this sticky piston pushes the block forwards, which stops any like zombies from getting in here in case a zombie gets in here. But this will be a glowstone in the actual thing. And then the way the villagers actually get into the pods is by a minecart rail, and then this activator rail actually knocks the villager out of the minecart and into the pod. Now this activator rail is unpowered because there's a villager in there and we don't need another one in there, whereas this one is powered because there isn't a villager in there. But when a villager goes in there, the piston will push the block and this will become unpowered, and I can just demonstrate it like so. And as you can see, he just goes in there. He does take a little bit of damage, and I really don't know how I'm going to fix that, so that's probably just going to stay there. It's a feature. But yeah, and then here is obviously his workstation, although this guy's got the wrong profession for some reason. But yeah, this is where their workstation will be, and this slab prevents them. From being able to walk away when you change their workstation. So like you could just leave it open like this, and yeah, you can just change their workstation however many times you want, which is pretty helpful. And then this, we're going to build it actually in my drown farm bunker, because it's sort of like a doomsday bunker down there. That's what I kind of like. The idea of it is like, let's say like something really bad happened to my world, I could go and hide in there for some reason. That's the sort of idea. And I was going to build like kind of things down there that would come in handy if you had to live down there. And a village trading hall could come in handy, I guess. So yeah, this villager trading hall will be down there, and then it also means it doesn't affect like iron farms or anything else like that. Okay, so down here in the drown farm, this is the area that I think we need to basically dig out and actually use for the trading hall. So there'll be probably villagers in this wall and also this wall as well in this area. And I do have other stuff planned for this area as well, so I think it's probably just going to be like one really long hallway, or maybe we could make it curve around there as well to make it even bigger. I'm not sure yet. I'm just going to keep mining this out and kind of see what ideas I come up with whilst I'm doing that. So I was building, like just getting some resources for the bunker, and I found this mushroom trader. I was going to kill him, but for the first time I think ever, I actually checked what trades he has, and he has this, 1 emerald for 1 gunpowder. We need that right now, because we are very low on gunpowder, and I need rockets to fly. Literally, all I've got is these 23 rockets, so let me get my emeralds. I've got loads at the raid farm, so I should probably fly there. Okay, so I just got back from the raid farm with all these emeralds, and we are just going to get as much gunpowder as possible. I don't know if... I was about to say, does he get out of stock? But he does. We only got 8 gunpowder, that's not even that good. Whilst we're at it though... Maybe like 1 pumpkin. I don't think I have any of those, or I might as well get some more. But because yeah, I don't think I've got any of those. I don't really need anything else though. I guess there's only one thing left to do. And I'm so rich, I'm literally going to leave these emeralds on the floor because I don't need them. I do need these leads though. Let me grab some of those. There we go. Yeah, and you might have thought maybe I could have kept them, but they despawn anyway. Like, they go after an amount of time, so I can't really keep the Wandering Trader. So another good thing about having these guys down here to trade with is obviously it's one rotten flesh for 1 emerald, but then I can use that emeralds to get glowstone or glowstone dust, and then also ender pearls. And if I wanted 2 bottles of enchanting, which actually I might get some of those as well, just because they might come in handy in the future potentially. I don't know. I realised I hadn't done a progress update in a while, so I thought I should probably real quickly just show you this. So this is kind of what the room's looking like so far. So I've mined out the area, however I haven't decorated the walls just because I might be putting villagers in this side, I'm not really sure yet. But this side has already began building up the villager pods, or cells or whatever you want to call it. So we've got the redstone underneath here. Something else which I've also been doing quite a lot of is I went over to the raid farm and basically filled up a shulker box of emeralds, and I've just been trading loads with these clerics down there, those villager clerics down there, and I managed to get all of these ender pearls, these bottles of enchanting, and then also this lapis and redstone, which I could do some more. And there was glowstone, but I've crafted that into glowstone blocks because we're going to be needing that for later. And this farm is also very, very noisy because I've been generating a lot of drowns and slash zombies whilst I've been over here, which is kind of why it's so noisy. Although, to be fair, my volume's probably low enough that you guys aren't going to be able to hear it, but I am because I'm wearing headphones. Okay, so I have just finished the putting in all the not pressure plates, all of the pistons or sticky pistons and glowstone. And as you can see, if we stand on any single one of these pressure plates, the glowstone will be pushed into our head, like that, or not into our head, above our head. Okay, so now for the actual tricky part of the trading hall, which is, of course, the transporting of the villagers. So we've basically got to get about 10, I think, yeah, 10 villagers over there in that direction. And the easiest way to do this is probably going to be to lead a boat. Now, how am I going to do this? Maybe if I just open the doors and let the 2 babies out. The only problem is that I'm worried about how long it's going to take for these guys to grow up. So I might leave these guys just chilling right there and try and get some other ones in, because we want to preferably get some adults, because adults can obviously like get a job and link to the workstation, whereas the babies can't. Okay, so I've managed to get 2 adult villagers and then also these 4 baby villagers right there. So yeah, I'm gonna transport these 2 adult villagers over to the actual trading hall now. Okay, so I have arrived actually at the bunker, and now is the hard part, which is obviously getting the villagers down there. So I think actually maybe I should just move them a little bit closer. It looks like it's also getting a bit frame ratey. Just a second. Okay, so hopefully the frame rates won't be too bad now, or they might improve a little bit, I don't know. But anyway, I'm guessing that lead fell down there. So I've placed this button here because villagers, or any mob in the game actually, will see this button as a full block, and they're going to try and walk down it and actually obviously fall down the hole. So I should just be able to obviously destroy the boat, and then, okay, he's linked to the bed. Which is kind of helpful though, because it means we can just push this guy down. And then there is water at the bottom, so he shouldn't die. Yeah, he's survived that. And then I'm just going to nudge him out of that bed. And then, well, I can't sleep. And, okay, he's going quite far actually. Is he going to come back? Yes, okay. Maybe I could use this. If I, like, put his bed here, he might try and walk over here maybe. And, oh yay, that actually worked. I wasn't expecting that. But anyway, let's just sleep real quickly. Okay, and down here, oh wow, what? He actually got in there. I don't have any. He wandered into the minecart like by himself. Like I didn't even put him in there. I just got down here. I need some slabs. Oh no. Everything's going badly. Well, it's going so well, actually. It's going so well, it's going badly. Yeah. Okay. Boop. What? Let me place the slab. No, you're in the way. And I don't know what workstation he's linked to either. It's a bit worrying. Okay, there we go. And oh wow, he's in. He is in. And he has just wandered straight out and into that one. There we go. That was not how this system was meant to work. And oh, they might be running from the zombies. I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, anyway, our first 2 villagers in here. I'm kind of unprepared and I have not got any lecterns. Okay, so I have crafted myself up 18 lecterns, which should be plenty for now. And yeah, now goes the hard part of basically just placing down a lectern, waiting for them to link, and of course it links to that one. And then basically trying to get well, the first book that I do want to get is Mending Feather Falling 3, so I'm pretty sure there's Feather Falling 4, so we're not going to keep that one. But yeah, if you don't know how to get villager trades, you basically just get a villager that you've never traded with before, and then every time you destroy and replace the workstation, he'll actually get some new trades. So yeah, this guy, I want this one to be Mending, because Mending is sort of like the main one that I need right now. I need to put it on my boots. This pickaxe, that's not a shovel, but I also need to put it on my shovel as well as this axe as well. And we do also need Unbreaking and Efficiency 5. Those are like the main 3 that I want to get. And then also Protection would be nice. I guess, yeah, those are sort of my priorities. And with the slab here, it's really hard to see if they've linked. I might have to try and change the design up a little bit, just to kind of make it easier to see in. So it's taken me about 2 or 3 days to actually get this far, believe it or not. But I have basically completed this side of the village trading. So we've got this Mending Villager, then Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3, Efficiency 5, Infinity, Sharpness 5, Feather Falling 4. This guy, I still haven't got a trade for him. Oh, Efficiency 5, first try though. But yeah, I still haven't got a trade for him. But then Respiration 3, and then there was another one in here, I thought. That might be... Okay, maybe there isn't another one there. I don't know. I still need to get one. But yeah, these are like the main ones I wanted. The only other one I want is protection, which is what I'm going to try and get on this villager. But just before we do that, I actually want to show you a little resource pack that Foxy No-Tail has made, which I think for the time being I'm going to use, and I'll explain what it is as soon as I apply it. And here is that resource pack. So if you don't watch his channel, then you're probably not going to know what this is. But it is a common opinion that the netherite textures don't exactly look that nice. So what he has done is basically taken the diamond texture, and the main thing I think he's done is just made it darker. And applied that to the netherite. So this is all netherite gear, except for it looks like a darker version of the diamond gear. And for the time being, I think I'm probably going to use this, just because it looks nicer than netherite. Because, you know, netherite's kind of like grey and just really not that nice looking. But the reason I say for the time being is because I actually want to make my own version of this, and it's going to be completely different to blue, to like the blue textures that he's done. It's going to be a completely different, and it will be my own version, and I have already begun working on it. I'm going to be doing all of the netherite gear, netherite blocks, and even ancient debris, because just making it looking a little bit nicer and like all the same consistency between them all, so like they'll all have similar sort of colours. But yeah, anyway, that's what I want to do. Now let's actually get back into the video. Just as I came over to the bunker to look for some golden apples, which I did find by the way, I also found that we had some spare splash potions of weakness. So the ones that I crafted up there were basically pointless because we already had some here. Oh, I don't even have my valuables sugar box in here. I left it out getting the gold, but yeah. Oh well, I guess that means that we can just cure the zombie villager without having to wait now, which is going to be pretty good. I'm going to move him and actually make sure... Ooh, slimes. Make sure he's actually near enough, hopefully. I also put a villager head in there just to keep him company. But yeah, he should be near enough, I think. I can't remember what the range is, so I'm just going to try and put them as close to the middle as possible, and just a bit this way. Okay, and I guess now we just cure him. So if you've never done this before, it's pretty simple. So you basically... I'm trying to pick up the lead. So yeah, you basically got to throw the splash potion of weakness at him and make sure he actually gets affected by it, and then feed him the golden apple. I'm using a potion particle hider, so I can't see the potion particles, but I'm just going to assume it hits him, and then yeah. So obviously normally he'd have harming particles, but I'm using a particle hider. And yeah, he's just going to do that for a little while, so I'm going to go and kill those slimes whilst he's actually curing, and then we should have a bunch of discounts on our trades, which will be nice. One slime killing session later, and as you can see, this guy has been successfully cured. Now annoyingly, he has still got the Riptide 2 enchanted book, which I obviously don't want that trade because it's not even the best Riptide anyway. But the reason I cured him is because all of these villagers should have 1 emerald trades, and well, just 1 everything trades, which as you can see they do, you know. 1 emerald for a mending book, so I'm just going to stock up on all these trades and also try and get this guy back into the boat if possible. Yeah, there we go, because I'm probably going to turn him into a zombie villager again, just because like when the effect runs out, because unfortunately it is not permanent. But like for now he can just totally like stay in the corner or something. Okay, so I realised last episode I said I was going to try and like start off each episode with mining out this slime chunk. And the reason I waited is because I wanted to get efficiency 5, which I have now done on both of my pickaxes. But before we do that, I have actually just finished setting up something which I do really want to show you. So when I go into third person facing backwards, which obviously I can do by pressing F5, I now go into this free cam mode. So as you can see, there's my character, and I'm just in this free cam. Now, there is a tutorial if you want to learn how to do this down below, but there are a couple of downsides to it. Now I'm not going to cover all of them because obviously this isn't a tutorial on how to set it up, but as you can see, when I move in the camera, my character will still move as well, and like I can still mine and stuff like that. So you know what you will have to do is just put yourself in a little box like that, and then the other thing is it always goes to the last position that you were in with the camera, and with the camera debug camera thing. So like if I end it here and then go back to my character and then back into the camera mode, I'll come back up here again. And every time you leave and then rejoin, it will just send you back to 0, 0. So yeah, there are a couple of bad, or I think it's just spawn, I don't think it's 0, 0. But yeah, there are a couple of bad things about it. But the reason I'm using this, because obviously I've got the spectator mode behavior pack, the reason I'm actually using this and not that instead is because first of all, we can phase through blocks using this debug camera. And basically get the same experience as Java spectator mode. And ooh, hello. And yeah, so basically get the same experience as Java spectator mode. But what this means is that I can look around here and see which caves I haven't lit up, and then go and actually light them up, because obviously this area needs to be spawn proof. And so yeah, there's that. And yeah, this kind of just helps with that sort of thing. But another good example about this debug camera mode is I can't go out my render distance. So this doesn't load, and I don't know what those things are. I think it's a bell, I'm not sure. But yeah, this doesn't load chunks. So I can only go to my, and as you can see, there are no villagers in here because they're not loaded. I can only go as far as my render distance because whilst I'm in this camera mode, it doesn't load any of the chunks, which is actually a really helpful feature, because it also means I can see, like if I'm testing a mob farm, I can see whether things are despawning or not. And yeah, it is quite sensitive though, so I might need to turn down the sensitivity. Now, one of the downsides to it is that you obviously you don't get your third person behind view. But that's fine, I don't really use it that often anyway. So obviously just I'll show you in actual settings in video. If I just go into third person back, it will go into this debug camera mode now, and not the normal one, which is fine for me because I don't really use it that often. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to show you that just before we started, because that's how I'm gonna work out which caves I haven't spawn proofed yet. But anyway, let's actually get into the mining time lapse. And just to kind of just real quickly before we actually do start, just to repeat myself, this cannot, and I will not use this for cheating purposes. This basically gives you the same view as a Java Edition spectator mode, but obviously in Bedrock we don't have spectator mode. So, you know, I'm not going to use this for cheating purposes at all, because, yeah, I just don't want to. I don't want to cheat with this, basically. Although I do need to be careful that I don't walk into lava. But anyway, now let's get on with the mining time lapse, and I can hear a spider.